What's up, guys? This is JR from JR's Gameplay and More. Yeah, it's been a minute, hasn't it, with a figure review, but I'm back. Bear with me on this new kind of setup. It's a work in progress, running some ideas, but I wanted to get something up. Today, we will be reviewing the Neca 2003 Godzilla repaint. It's supposed to be in effect Kiryu Blast from the Mazers, so it's a Mazer damaged Godzilla. So yeah, I figured, hey, let's jump into this paint. I dig it. I genuinely enjoy it. Let me pick it up so you can see here. I do like the yellow, the bright yellow. It's a lot brighter in person, because, you know, temporary setup. Anyways, solid paint scheme on here. They've got some blue on these dorsal plates, you know, kind of like shades here, which is really nice. And then kind of goes here. It skips a little bit. It's, you know, almost like when Kiryu hit Godzilla, it charged up this dorsal plate. So, yeah, it's pretty dope on the other side as well. As you can see, it kind of goes through. It's almost like this middle dorsal plate. I wonder if it's got a little transparency to it, but all in all, I really dig the paint scheme they did on this. You know, the flat charcoal kind of gray with some brown highlights, and then you really get this this yellow that really, you know, you can see some of the shading around too, the yellow lightning marks. I think it's pretty decent job that they did here. So let's move on over to articulation, which his head's on a ball joint, as you see right here. Ball joint. It connects into this like floating rubbery piece on a ball joint. I don't get much movement out of it. Of course, I don't want to scrape up the paint and sculpt against the arms here, but yeah. The arms connect in here under this floating piece. To get some better light, under this floating piece on a ball joint, so you can get his arms to really go. Forearms are on a hinge swivel. Pretty awesome. And then his hands are on hinge swivels as well, so you can get some pretty neat poses. And then his hands themselves have hinge joints. That's really nice. The mouth is on a hinge. I actually prefer hinge joints, unless it's crooked, of course. The legs plug into the body here on a ball joint. Mine's still pretty tough. There's also a ball joint here at the waist. Skip that one. The knees are on a hinge swivel. Mine don't bend all that well right now. You're still breaking them in, kind of deal. The feet are on ball joints as well. And then for the tail, we have a ball joint here, ball joint here, a ball joint here, but it's just stuck. Let me see if I can. Oh yeah, no, that is a ball joint. It's just really stuck. Ball joint here, and then ball joint here, here, and then here, and then the rest of this is a bendy wire. So, yeah, that's you know, it's a pretty decent range of articulation. It's not the greatest compared to the Monster Arts offering of Kiryu Goshi, but I don't know. I dig this figure a lot. The articulation's, you know, it's not bad. And then, of course, talking about sculpt, I think they did a fantastic job with this sculpt. If you can see it, like I said, again, bear with me with the setup. It's got some nice sculpting into it, and the yellow does seem to drown out some of the sculpting here, but for the interesting paint scheme, I'm kind of okay with that. But yeah, no, the sculpting here is fantastic. Even the dorsal plates, if you look at them, like, I think they did a really good job on the dorsal plates. All in all, the figure sculpt-wise is fantastic. You know, the eyes are actually pretty good too. Mine aren't messed up, it seems. So, yeah, I guess we can move on over to a size comparison. So, here he is, next to the original release, which I will be reviewing soon, of the NECA 2003. I say original, even though it was released like not too long ago, like a few months back, kind of thing. So it's whatever. Comparing the two, I do genuinely prefer this one. The repaint, it just gives it a more stylized look compared to this one. Like, if you really want to go for just a flat 2003 Godzilla, this is where it's at. Go for it. I will be reviewing this figure. But when it comes to just this figure in general, I do think it's far superior. Paint scheme wise, especially. It's unique. And, you know, I'm glad NECA, before they, this is technically the last figure they did something unique like this before we just get generic Godzillas over and over and over again from Monster Arts and stuff like that. So, those of you that could possibly be wondering, how does he scale up next to the Monster Arts Kiryu? Well, here's the Monster Arts Kiryu, and they do not scale at all. But for me, I know I'm going to play devil's advocate a little bit here. They don't scale up at all, and it's frustrating, but at the same time, I kind of like it, having them together. This is the 2002 Kiryu, it is not the 2003, but, you know, you win some, you lose some. I'm not paying well over $250 for the heavy arms version of Kiryu, but, I'm just going to say, yeah, I really, really do like this pairing. You know, it is just plain and simply nice to have a Battle Damage 2003 Godzilla. Even if it doesn't scale well with the Monster Arts offering, but I still dig the idea of, like, Godzilla's far bigger, far superior to the Mecha Godzilla the human made. So, I guess the question is, should you buy this figure? Yes. So, I have no major complaints about it. I paid $23 for it. These are Target exclusives. So this one and the Biolante Bile Goji, they are Target exclusives. NECA did not announce that they went up on their website, and Lord behold, on the Target website, so I didn't have to go to a store, thank gosh, because here in Idaho, it's just a travesty trying to collect stuff out of the Targets that are NECA related. I do recommend it. On a scale from 1 to 5, I'd definitely give it a 4. It's not a perfect figure by any means. It, you know, there's not many flaws I can give it, but, like, this, NECA could have thought this floating piece here, this rubberized piece, a lot better. Besides that, the overall stiffness of the leg joints, but, yeah, no, 4 out of 5. It's a pretty solid figure. I recommend you pick it up. Like I said, it's about $23, $25 on Target.com or your local Target. Definitely do not go on eBay. I've seen prices ranging from $50 to $80 on this figure. Also the Bio Goji. So, yeah, that definitely get it from Target.com. Free shipping. So, I mean, it's hard to beat. Pick this guy up. This has been JR from JR's Gameplay and more. Thanks for watching.